drive-through penalty then. Here it is for Christopher Haas for that collision at the start of the race, and this of course will drop him way down the field. And into the pits is Thomas Much at the earliest opportunity, as we expected. They've been struggling with this car, and now Richard Westbrook's going to have to pull off one of his mighty drives. We've got one of the Mark VDS entries into the pits as well, and I think that's the 41 car. And in the pits, the championship leaders. So Michael Bartels hands it over now to Andrea Bertolini. They had kept themselves out of trouble, and they'll be hoping to do likewise as the race continues. Also in, Warren Hughes handing over to Jamie Campbell-Walter. Has been a very good stint from Warren. They've got that Nissan up there, and they want to hold it there if possible for the second part of the race. The Maserati gets underway. The Ford is clean away. There goes the Nissan of Jamie Campbell-Walter. So getting out pretty close to the back of the Ford, and that could give them an opportunity in this second part of the race to gain another position here. The Mad Croc Corvette, Duncan Huysman coming into the series. That's good to see him. Jamie Campbell-Walter now beginning to get that Nissan up to speed as he exits onto the circuit, but we're still waiting for the race leader to make his pit stop as no, that's number 20, that's Peter Cox. Problems on the Peter Cox car, Johnny. What's going on here?
Well, it looks as if I don't know if this is actually just a normal pit stop.
I don't think it is, because they've been in already. So Neil Yarney there getting ready for his car, the number 6 Martech Ford. But there's the race leader. That is the race leader. For Frank Kekkeler is coming in to hand over to Ricardo Zonta. Got a useful advantage, but behind, I think you're going to see their teammate car come in. There you are, for the second time.
That must be a problem for sure.
That is very peculiar.
As you say, when we had that shot, it obviously was going quite slow. It wasn't sort of doing the late braking at that speed sign that we saw on the entry.
No, that's right. So there's a technical problem, I think, on Peter Cox's machine. Meanwhile, this is there goes the race leader. It looks as though it was a pretty good stop for Frank Kekkeler and Ricardo Zonta. And meanwhile, Richard Westbrook in the other Martech car, still hounding Carl Wendlinger as they come around.
This is where we, yes.
Up the inside, he's done it.
Very good, great move. That was nice. That's a very difficult place to do it, but a very smart place to do it at the same time. So, Richard again, he's on a charge. Now that all the pit stops have been made, Ricardo Zonta is very much in the lead of this race, and he has quite a big margin because that car behind him is not the one that's currently in second place. I think the Maserati, which is the same colours as that one that is in second, is quite a long way back. Let's wait for them. We'll wait for them. There it is. That is the car that is in second place. But I tell you what, those two Fords are close behind him. Yeah, they are. Well, they seem to have, the pace of them has been very, very good, and they've been really sort of pushing for the last sort of 5-10 minutes, and it's looking again as if they're going to put that Maserati under another bunch of pressure. The Maserati's only just come out of the pits, remember. He's still getting up to temperature here. Neil Yarney's right behind. He's going to have a look down the inside, and he's gone through, and the other one's passed as well. Great move. That was great move. And there he made. Is he going to keep that space? He's lost out, unfortunately, Neil. Yes, he's actually lost out because he did that pass earlier on, but he's fighting back. Max Martin up the inside. Oh, that's good driving from Maxime Martin. Very good, yeah. Teammate to Bas Winders, who's taken the Mark VDS car through. Great honour at stake of the Fords here. You want to be top forward, don't you? Yeah, you do. And it's a great little battle because obviously that Maserati, as you said, Ben, is sort of on its first lap out. So he's probably going to pick up a bit of speed. But of course, he's got to try and pass those two Fords that at the moment seem to be on a very good pace at the moment. Look at Jamie Campbell-Walter in the number 22 Nissan. He really is putting the pressure on Bert Longin in that Maserati. He certainly is, and as I said a little bit earlier on, it seems as if he's comfortable with the car. The car seems to be sort of coming to him, and that Nissan seems to be very good. So Jamie's just going to try and push that pressure on as much as he can, but also get himself in a position to get close enough to pass. And they've been very strong on that corner we've just gone through. We've got a sort of a little right-hander, second gear right-hander onto the straight. He's fighting this car. I have to say, he's been fighting this car for a good few laps now. So he's pushing it very, very hard. But he's doing a sterling job because he's been able to put that Maserati under a lot of pressure. Meanwhile, by the way, the other Sumo Power Nissan has made some good ground in this race. Peter Dunbreck is now running in 8th place. And remember, they started quite a long way down the back of the field. So both Sumo Power cars running strongly. As we get that Corvette trying to slip up the inside, is he going to actually do it? Not quite, I don't think. Trying to get past Matteo Bobby in the Ford. He's got a good run going here. Yeah, this is a good opportunity here, especially on the next left braking, exactly. But he's not quite close enough there, no.
He sort of would have been better perhaps just waiting for the next. Oh no, he's got a little chance
He's
here.
ran wide a little bit, but as like you rightly said, Ben, he should have waited and then actually tried to then slip up the inside. We've seen a few overtaking manoeuvres.
Bobby's definitely, I think, struggling on tyres now. The grip behind. There's Westbrook. We mentioned Westbrook.
Yeah.
There he is, lights ablaze. Here comes Enrici.
Yeah, well, his lap times have actually been quite good.
Down the inside, down the eyes
over
the car.
Over the
bounces over.
You think he's through there if he can keep it? Yeah, he's through. He's through.
Well, I thought
he's through that. Well, he made it interesting, didn't he? Very interesting.
That was good. I thought they were going to really make contact.
Yeah, I did. But again, he gave him a lot of room, which was very important for both of them, because it could have been quite easy to have damaged both cars.
So our onboard camera now has a bit more of a clear view, but oh my goodness, it's just as well that Corvette rides curbs quite well, because some cars would have just bounced straight into the car on the outside.
Absolutely. There we go. Here we get the replay. So he's sort of right late on the brakes, a little bit squeezed over, and he really did cut that, didn't he? Big time. A tiny little, I think, contact there, but safely through.
Let's just watch it from the onboard here, Johnny.
Yeah,
I mean, he did get well up the inside here.
Yeah, well, he went definitely up the inside, but he launches himself over that curve. There you go. Oh dear.
12.5 minutes remain in the qualifying race here at Navarra, and Richard Westbrook bearing down on the Corvette, but this is still only for 11th place. He could do with a few more to get a better grid position for the championship race, and he's pretty close behind that Corvette, but it doesn't look as though he's got a big margin to play with here, so it's gradually chipping away inch by inch.
Inch by inch, and again, this is always a bit of an opportunity, not quite close enough, I don't think, to do that sort of inside lunge. He's tried, he's gone in very, very deep, not quite close enough, but he's got right on the back side of that car, goes over that curb a little bit, so he's just going to be pressurising that yellow Corvette, and he's fighting the car, so he's on the edge, isn't he? He's on the edge.
That was a big corrective moment there. Flash of oversteer. Really impressive to watch. The sort of speed of hands of correction there. Look how close Westbrook is now to the back of the Corvette. He's going to have a look down the inside, and Westbrook takes the place.
Great move.
Two French drivers going hammer and tongs at it. Here's Boucher down the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to take both. He can't make the corner, surely. And sure enough,
not.
He goes way out wide.
Worth a try, I guess. Worth a try. Bit optimistic.
That's exactly the word I would have used. Yeah, optimistic there. I mean, it's one thing to try and get one, but he tried to get both of them.
But this is Christophe Boucher.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what you do expect him to do.
Classic Christophe Boucher. Let's just take another look at it here,
He's
Johnny.
so far behind. So far behind.
Good awareness from
very good, absolutely very good. Well, it's good again. That's just very good with being able to sort of be aware of what's going on around you.
On board with
Christophe, yeah.
The third of the three.
Oh, he's all a bit of understeer through that sort of left kink. You'll see how aggressive he is. He's quite an aggressive driver. You can see he's really sort of pushing those front tyres. A lot of steering locks, obviously there is a bit of understeer in the car, but he seems to be sort of being able to drive and get some speed out of it by doing that. But the Aston Martin there, sort of looking at the inside, has actually helped Christophe maybe to get close enough to do another lunge in the same position we saw last time. So we'll see if he actually can make it stick.
This is the area. He's having another look at it down the inside. Has he got it right this time? I think he has, yeah. Christophe Boucher gets past Fred Makovicky in the battle of the Frenchmen, and it's all given Peter Dunbrack a little bit of breathing space. This battle for third, still no change there, you know.
No, still no change. Doesn't quite seem to get quite close enough, but you know, you never know if he can just keep that pressure going. A little tiny mistake, that's all that he needs. So if we get...
This is Makovicky getting back from Boucher. You said he might have another go to get back, and he's done it. Boucher's been passed, but Boucher won't give up on that. Oh, he's going to hit him. He has hit him. Round goes the Aston Martin. Lock up from Lamborghini, and he's through.
And also the Nissan is not there.
Where is the Nissan?
Yeah.
Question.
Have
these two dropped behind it?
I wouldn't have thought they dropped that much behind it.
No,
maybe they had. Maybe they had a bit of a ding dong, and maybe
you're right. I think Dunbrack might have had a problem on that last lap. Take another look at this, Johnny.
Yeah, well...
Oh, actually, he didn't hit him into the spin.
Well, actually, the Aston, strangely enough, now we see it like that, the Aston has been quite loose at the back end, so he's been fighting that car, and I think it was just because it's, as I said, it's a long right turn.
Yeah.
And it's quite a big, difficult corner, especially at this latter part of the races with the tyres as not as grippy as they would be fresh at the beginning.
Yeah, so I maligned Paul Boucher. There is the Dunbrack car.
Yeah.
Well, that explains something, but on the last lap or so, that is cruel fortune for the second Sumo Power Nissan. Riccardo Zonta now heading towards victory here at Navarra. Beautiful display in qualifying yesterday from both he and Francesco. You're riding on board with him. He has calmed it down in the last few laps. He's allowed Alessandro Pierguidi to get a little closer. He's not flustered, he's not worried about it. He has taken control of this race and looking very, very good at the moment as he comes on around the latter part.